class using these WAF products that are actually very similar to what they're doing with the car with their new support that they have with the spinal support and the hips. So I wanted to do a class that was kind of hand in hand with what the car was offering. And because I love helping people and I've been training for about 25 years, I think a big part of my passion comes from the stuff that I always wanted somebody else to do for me. So like all the things that I wanted to learn growing up that I wish somebody had just been like, here, let me help you to teach you with that. So when I introduce something to people or they learn a new move or a product, it's like, it makes me feel like it's almost like they're my own children. Because I'm like, yes, you got it. So I love educating. I love helping people get more in touch with their own bodies and not feel a victim to their bodies. I would say like my approach to fitness with everything is that it's like a full scope of everything. It's the way that you talk about yourself. It's the way that you handle yourself. It's the way that you train. It's what you eat. It's how you sleep. So working with celebrity and working in that demographic, I still feel like it's the same thing because I mean, some trainers are like, oh, it's a celebrity, I'm going to treat it differently. Every one of my clients is treated the same. Whether it's Ryan Gosling, who I've worked with, or Chelsea Handler, or when I used to work with Christina Aguilera. I mean, there's a lot of different people that I've worked with over the years, but everybody has the same approach. I am no different with you than I would be with a celebrity, than I would be with a mom. Everyone's the same. We all have blood running through our veins. We're all human. Wellness and lifestyle have nothing to do with the external. I feel that all of it has to do with what's going on internally, especially being in Los Angeles, since this is a city that likes to just focus on the outside. Because what happens internally is what you see on the outside. So how you eat. I mean, I have a food plan that I developed called the SOS Food Plan, and it's basically just about teaching people how to eat and not be on a diet, because everybody's always on a diet. So my whole theory is about having hot, cold, colorful, crunchy, real food, like whole food, drinking a lot of water, nothing insane that you just hand and fist size of food so you understand portion control. And training and explaining to people like, your weight training has everything to do with like your body as you get older. It has to do with your hormones. It has to do sleeping. Like a lot of people think like sleep doesn't have a lot to do with my training or my lifestyle stuff, but it has everything to do with it. There's many ways that I help my clients achieve their lifestyle goals. It depends on how closely I'm working with them. I mean, I have some people that I'll move into their house and live with them for a period of time. And then some people that I'm training them 3 times a week. So it depends on the person. I'm not somebody that's like, when I first meet you, that I'm like, we are going to change everything. I'm going to take you off of, because that's so overwhelming to people. So I like to kind of chip away at what the goals are. And then that helps me to see what the problem is. So, a lot of times if somebody is overweight or we're working on a weight thing, it's not just like, oh, eat that and come train and do this. It's like, I like to kind of get more into like, when did it start? What's triggering it? I mean, there's so much more involved in your body and your lifestyle than just a 1 hour in the gym and making your food. Los Angeles has so much to offer as far as also in wellness and health, because we have the beach, we have the ocean, we have the mountains, we have such a consciousness of people always trying to improve themselves and get better, and all the different types of food that's available out here. I mean, I find driving in Los Angeles probably different than most people do, because my approach with driving is that this is for real, I always think I'm going to do the opposite of what people expect. I think people expect everyone in Los Angeles to be aggressive and angry. So I try to always surprise people by letting people in, and always. Because I'm like, you know what, I'm going to make their day thing. When I sat in the Infiniti car, the sound system in it and how it's like you're basically like in a concert, that is very relaxing. I mean, I like to listen to music when I drive. It's very meditative for me when I'm driving, because I'm not driving looking to be an angry person driving, I think the music that you listen to, making sure that your car setup is correct. People don't realize that when they're driving, sometimes the reason why they feel angry is because their setup of their vehicle is completely wrong. And their arms are too far forward, and they're feeling tension in their neck, and they're feeling tension in their back, and they're like, why am I so angry when I'm driving? So your setup of your car is actually really important, that you have the steering wheel at least 10 inches away from your chest, that you don't have the lower part of the seat pushing into your knees. All of the ergonomics of a car makes your experience a lot better when you're driving, especially if you have to drive a lot. I've been on Revenge Body Season 2 this year. I have my second person that's coming up this weekend. Revenge Body has been a very interesting experience. It's 12 weeks where I had 2 different people, and my one gentleman lost 53 pounds. My woman that I was working with, she lost 40 pounds. Full body transformation, and it was a huge commitment. But the thing that we're doing with Revenge Body is we're making the program available to everybody, what we did with our client, because I was getting so many people like, what did you do? How did you do this? So my SOS plan and the actual training program is going to be available on my website, and I have a new app that's coming out.